All right, back for another stream here. We're going to try and finish up a couple tracks here today. We're going to start with this one. It's going to be mostly referencing for these first two tracks, and then we'll dive into a more from scratch style mix. But let's see where this track is sitting, and we're going to get this all tweaked and finished up here.
Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits.
Okay, it's at a good starting point here. I'm going to start and kind of rebuild the balance here on the track as a whole, just to check everything. And then we're going to do some referencing on this song. So starting with our kick drum. Feeling good at the moment. Let's get the harmonies in and see where they're balancing. My only worry is that this stack of vocals in the chorus overpowers the rest of the song.
Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me. But on the midnight watch I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices.
get these harmonies. And actually, I did something here on this track that's actually not supposed to be there. So there's this piece here where there was no vocal. I thought there was supposed to be a vocal line there, so I added it in. It's not supposed to be there. All right.
And you know it will. So we cheated and we lied. So we cheated and we. So we cheated and we lied and we tested and we never failed to fail. It was the easiest thing to do. We will survive, be invested. Somebody fine will come along, make me forget about loving you.
That sounds a lot better. We were a little bit hot in these choruses. This big stack of background or a big stack of vocals was really overtaking the rest of the song. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go through and we're going to reference here. I'm going to do without the harmonies first and check our lead vocal against a reference track, and then we're going to do with. So bottom end first here, I like to make sure our low end is really solid because it gives us something to build the rest of the track on. So if you have subs, mind your ears, it's going to get a little loud. So let's take a listen here. Here's our bottom end, and we'll reference back and forth. Okay, it looks like I got knocked off the stream there for a second. So we're going to keep rolling here. Let me make sure everything came back online. We should be all set here. All right. Okay. Let's keep rolling here. So we're checking our bottom end. We might be too heavy on our bass, but I'm going to leave it at the moment, and we're going to see how our next range does. If we're still too heavy when we come up here, we'll pull back, but let's check 50 to 100. That feels good. Let's keep moving here. So I'm going to jump up now. I like to take the super, super lows good and then do the super, super highs. So we're going to check 8K and above here. That's feeling good. The vocal sits in a nice spot after we pulled it down there. Great, 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 great. All right, let's move down. So we got 5K to 10K, so we're at an octave now. That's feeling good too. I think we're going to be all set here. So we're not trying to copy our reference. We're just trying to make sure that our frequency ranges are balanced. So this reference track that I use pretty much every song, I know what it sounds like across systems. So I know going back and forth between my mix and the reference mix, what my track is going to sound like across systems. So it's not about trying to match the frequency range of the reference. It's about balancing between. So if I want my track to have more bottom end, I can push a little bit more, and I kind of know where it's going to sound on all these different systems. And I kind of know where the limits are based on the reference. So here's 2K to 5K, so a little over an octave. I'm going to push our guitars overall and see what we get. So if we grab just these two and we go up a half dB, let's see where we sit. That feels good. Let's move down. So now we're at another octave here, 1K to 2K. Feeling really, really good here on these. Little tweaks go a long way. So 500 to 1K now, so another octave. So we can leave. I feel like I could put more on the lead vocal there in that range, but I'm going to leave a little bit less, especially in this chorus section where we kind of step up. We have that big stack of background, so we should be okay. Actually sounds fine. I thought maybe it was too heavy, but it sounds good. All right, here's our lowest one, 100 to 250. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the harmonies in, and we're going to check it without the super highs and the super lows.
Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me. I'm gonna live. Times I have fallen. Spirits are using me. Larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl. But on the midnight watch, I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have
check the intro.
Got out of town on a boat for the southern islands, sailing a reach before the following sea. We were headed for the trades on the outside, and the downhill run to Pepe. Off the wind on this heading lies the Marquesas. We got 80 feet of the water line, nicely making way. In a noisy bar in Avalon, I tried to call you, but on the midnight watch I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that.
That feels good. One more time through the intro here.
Got out of town.
That feels perfect. So we're going to listen on the big speakers here in the room, see where we're at, and then we're going to move on. So here's, our full mix, top to bottom. Let's see how it sounds. I'm going to check it on the mains here in the room.
Got out of town on a boat for the southern islands, sailing a reach before the following sea. We were headed for the trades on the outside, and the downhill run to Pepe. Off the wind on this heading lies the Marquesas. We got 80 feet of the water line, nicely making way. In a noisy bar in Avalon, I tried to call you, but on the midnight watch I realized why twice you ran away. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you and me cannot be forgotten. I have been around the world, looking for that woman, girl, who knows knows love can endure, and you know it will. When you see the Southern Cross for the first time, you understand now why you came this way. 'Cause the truth you might be running from is so small, but it's as big as the promise of a coming day. So I'm sailing for tomorrow, my dreams are a-dying, and your love is an anchor tied to me, tied with a silver chain. I've got my ship and all her flags are flying. She is all that I have left, and music is her name. Think about how many times I have fallen. Spirits are using me, larger voices calling. What heaven brought you we never failed to fail. It was the easiest thing to do. We will survive, be invested. Somebody fine will come along, make me forget about loving you. In the Southern Cross.
That's feeling pretty good. You can see I left a little bit of the noise in there at the end. That's kind of some personal choice to keep it more authentic sounding to the audience and, of course, the fans of this band here. So this is ready to go to mastering, or into the mastering session here. So I'm going to turn off the limiter. Make sure everything else is set. We'll give this a save, and that'll be ready to send into the mastering session. But we're going to move on here and try and finish up one more song. Oh, where is it at? This one. Just a couple songs that are mixed and that need to be referenced, and then they'll be all set to go. So this one here is, I think, in the same shape. So we're going to mute out everything here. And we'll bring it back in piece by piece and make sure the balance is good, and then we'll do our reference. All right, let me turn my speakers off, switch back to headphones. Oh, let's see where we're sitting. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I had to step out for a brief second. All right, let's see where we're sitting with this mix. Without this guy. Is he automated to come on and off? Ooh, the mute is automated there, so let's kind of get this balance going.
send it far. Hear your voice in my sleep at night, but only in my dreams could it be this right. To me it won't ever be the same, so please come back. I'm in once in my love on a shooting star. I'll send it fast and I'll send it far. Hear your voice in my sleep at night, but only in my dreams could it be this right. To me it won't ever be the same, so please come back. I miss you, Jay. Once in my love on a shooting star. I miss you, Jay. Driving on the 105, radio on, got you stuck in my mind. How many days since you've been right here? Hands in the air with.
Okay, brought the vocal down. Ooh, it seems like both of these mixes just had a vocal problem going on. Other than that, everything else felt okay. I'm a little iffy on the snare drum placement. You can hear these were kind of cheaper sounding drums, right? Just from the snare drum tone. So a little bit of extra work into the drums here and pushing the room sound a little bit more to kind of lean into that. Let's check our bottom end though. We still need to get our bottom end tight. Those are my only couple concerns. Is the bottom end relationship between the kick and the bass, and then the snare drum placement. I think the vocals are okay now. So here's just our bottom end. That sounds really, really good. All right, let's move up. 50 to 100, so an octave here. That sounds great as well. All right. I am now a lot more confident in the bottom end sound. That's the what a reference can do for you. If you can be unsure of something, and then you compare it to a reference track that you know sounds good everywhere else, and you can have much, much more faith in your bottom end. So here's our super, super highs now. And I'm going to do it without the harmony in. Okay, I did bump the vocal back up. So where it was seemed to be good, in terms of the top end at least. Here's our, actually let me check wide too. I like to check mono and then check wide. So let's see how we're doing wide. Sounds good. Here's 5K to 10K, so an octave. So you can hear a couple things here, right? We're comparing kick drum, snare drum hit, vocal, checking our guitars out wide. Again, it's not about matching the frequency range of the reference. The reference is there to let us know what our track, what our mix is going to sound like on different sets of speakers when we send it out, when we get it published, when we get it released, right? So I know what this reference sounds like on a variety of systems. I've listened to this song hundreds and hundreds of times. That's why it is my reference. So I know that I can add that extra crack on the snare drum that we have up on the top end, and it'll be okay. It won't be harsh, it won't be pokey or anything like that. Moving down, 2K to 5K here now. Just tweaking the high mids there on the vocal. That was all the only thing I heard. 1K to 2K, so we're back to an octave now. Sounded really, really nice here. So you can see we're not making huge tweaks to try and, copy our reference. It's just about taking a little look. Sounded really, really good. So let's move down. 200 to 500 here now. So a little over an octave. This is going to give us our kind of mid-range look at the track. So you can hear we have a little bit more point on our snare drum here. I like that. I like that low mid hit. Sometimes I like a heavier snare drum. All right, last frequency range here. And then we can listen to this whole track as well. Well, we'll make sure the harmony's set, but I think our harmony's going to be fine. So again, you can hear we've got a little bit of a heavier snare drum. I like that. That sounds great. So let's check wide here.
I'll send my love on a shooting star. I'm gonna send it fast and I'll send it far. Hear your voice in my sleep at night, but only in my dreams could it be this right. To me it won't ever be the same, so please come back. I miss you, Jane.
All right, let's listen to this whole track here. I'm going to throw it onto my speakers one more time. And let's see where this one is sitting here. So from top to bottom, here's the final mix.
I'd like to think that we had it all, but it seems to me we were destined to fall. No, 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 no. Lord, don't let this be true. No, 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 no. It all comes back to you. I'll send my love on a shooting star. I'll send it fast and I'll send it far. Hear your voice in my sleep at night, but only in my dreams could it be this right. To me it won't ever be the same, so please come back. I miss you, Jane. Fast and I fell hard, but it seems to me that I played the wrong card. Regret all that I said to you, but I don't take it back, cause I know that it's true. I resist all the things that you do, but I can't get over you. I'll send my love on a shooting star. I'll send it fast and I'll send it far. Hear your voice in my sleep at night, but only in my dreams could it be this right. To me it won't ever be the same, so please come back. I miss you, Jane. No, 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 no. Lord, don't let this be true. No, 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 no. It all comes back to you.
That feels awesome. Cool. So we've got two mixes finished up here, just going through the referencing process on each of these tracks here. I think we're going to end here for today. I don't want to dive into another full mix here at the moment. That's kind of another important point. You want to take breaks, right? We just tweaked two tracks here. I don't want to dive right into another track and then suddenly I'm not hearing everything right because my ears are a little bit tired here. So make sure you're taking breaks, especially when you're mixing on headphones. Make sure you switch to different sets of monitors like we did here today, from our headphones to the studio monitors. If you're looking to go a little bit deeper into the mixing process in its entirety, check out the link in the description for my 7-step mixing checklist. This is a completely free PDF that you can grab. Just click the link in the description. It'll walk you through the entire mixing process, start to finish, help you dial in a better workflow for mixing tracks. Thank you so much for watching here, for joining me here on the stream today, and I will see you in another one very, very soon.